Our security and defence analyst Michael Clarke joins me now. And Michael, history suggests that this is not going to be easy, this push for a broader Middle East peace. How significant, though, do you think today could be?
Oh, this is pretty significant, Mark, because it gets things moving in a very public way. And so Donald Trump has committed himself personally, as Mark Stone was saying, to this process. So he hasn't just helped create it, he's backing it, to the hilt. Now, Donald Trump is able to turn on a dime and say in a few months' time that he didn't say what he said today. But as Mark Stone said, he may well commit himself to this because he has to. But if he does, this won't just be a commitment of a couple of months or so. I mean, Bill Clinton, after the Oslo Peace Accords of 1993, which is the closest we've got to a resolution of the Palestinian problem with Israel, I mean, Bill Clinton spent basically all of his second term trying to make it work and failing to make it work in the event, although it was, in my view, a rather honourable failure. He did his best. So if President Trump sticks to this, it will take up a lot of his time, not just a chunk of his time. It'll be his main preoccupation. And to do that, he's got to keep up this level of energy. And I have to say, I mean, given that he flew in last night, he was on Air Force One overnight. He's been at a series of things today. We're now at whatever it is, 7 o'clock in the evening in Sharm el-Sheikh. He's doing pretty well. For a man of his age, the adrenaline is pumping and he's keeping himself going. All of that is pretty impressive. But believe me, he'll have to do the really hard yards with all of his staff. And he has, I mean, in Jared Kushner, he has somebody who is a fixer. He's also a very rich fixer as a result of it. But he has a fixer in the region who was the architect of the Abraham Accords in his first term and has a big personal interest in trying to build on the Abraham Accords in order to create something else. So we'll see. It's a possibility, but, I mean, as Dominic was saying just now, I mean, the problems that they face in getting past the first 3 or 4 points on this 20-point peace plan are considerable. We're at about point 4 as a result of today. Point 15 is an interesting one, because point 15 on the 20 points says that there's got to be an international stabilisation force. And for every day that goes by without an international stabilisation force in place, the situation in Gaza risks running out of control. And if it runs out of control, I'm pretty sure the Israeli Defence Forces will intervene again. So there's a fair chance that this will go through a process of breakdown on the ground, and then we'll see how committed President Trump and this administration is to putting it back together to where it is as of today.
And there was one pretty telling image when Donald Trump was shaking hands there with Mahmoud Abbas when Mahmoud Abbas came up for his photograph, and they had a short chat. One just wonders what Mahmoud Abbas was saying to Donald Trump.
Yeah, I expect he was giving him a mini lecture on what all the things he needs to know. But I think what Donald Trump would be saying to him is something like, believe me, I'm sincere about this. We will sort this out. We will now move on to the next phase. But, of course, everyone is saying that we need new leadership. We need new leadership in the Palestinian Authority, just as we probably need new leadership in Israel if this is to go any further. But Donald Trump's next task, if he's log-rolling this in favour of an international push to make this work, his next task is to convince the Palestinians and the wider Arab world that he means it, that he'll stick with it, and it will lead somewhere. Because this deal, as we see it today, it favours Israel a great deal more than it favours the Palestinians and the poor people of Gaza.